DeviantArt, a place where you can share beautiful images you create. A place where fandoms can congregate and live out their fantasies about their favorite pop culture character. From Sonic the Hedgehog to just about any cartoon character you could ever possibly think of. You can find just about any of them doing just about anything. I myself have stumbled upon so many crazy, wacky DeviantArt images just in creating my cartoon tier list videos alone. And when you stumble across a character you're Googling pregnant for the third or fourth time in a row, you start to have some questions. So to answer these questions, I thought, you know what, why not just go to the source? Let's go directly to DeviantArt and see what it's all about. And that's what we're gonna do today. Now, before we start, I will give you guys a warning. Before starting this video, I did some research on DeviantArt beforehand, and some of the things I found some viewers could find extremely disturbing. So trigger warning to anybody that has to look out for trigger warnings on videos, just so you know. Some of the stuff I found was weird, and some of the stuff I found was batshit f***ing crazy. Now with that out of the way, let's begin. Step number 1, incognito mode. We are not taking any risks. And upon opening DeviantArt, you're greeted with, it's just a regular art website, right? There's what looks like a Creed album cover on the front page here. There's some beautiful cosplays, and just all around what you would expect on an art website. It's just really nice images from some really great artists. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. DeviantArt goes so much deeper. When I initially started doing my research, I was like, all right, let's tackle some fandoms that are renowned for having weird images. So, like any rational person, I went up to the search and discover, and I typed in furry. There's a big community of furries on DeviantArt, so I thought, let's just check it out. And immediately we are greeted with some interesting images, but there's not really anything interesting here. There's just not really that surprising. I mean, what else did I expect, you know? So I thought, you know what? Furries, it's a lost cause. It is what it is. It's furries, whatever. So next I looked up some popular characters I like, you know? Maybe Kim Possible, for instance. And well, most of the images, pretty much what you'd expect. Some cosplays, some cool little artist renditions of Kim Possible. That's cool. But immediately I discovered our first little snippet of what DeviantArt is all about. We're greeted with Kim Possible looking at some sort of food. She says, well, I don't need a bigger butt. Weird. She's 13. So she eats it anyway, as you do for some reason. And then in the third image, she has a ginormous gut. Somehow, okay? This is the fantasy world, so we'll let it slide. And the fourth image is blurred out, but essentially what I can't even believe I'm explaining this. The cake gave her a BBL. The cake gave her a BBL. I don't know why I didn't say it in the video, but I didn't. So this is editing me saying the cake gave her a BBL. That's all you need to know. And I know that this is like a thing. I don't get it. I don't think I'll ever get it. But it is what it is. And I think the overall thoughts for this image can be summed up in one beautiful comment by Abandoned Lord of Avernus. This character is canonically 13 years old, which is really weird as it is. Despite being a fictional character, still criminal in several countries. This picture filled me with a mix of emotions, including hate, disgust, anger, and despair. Ever since I gazed upon this unpleasant visage, I have had nothing but trouble. My wife left me, my son left me, my job left me, and the government sent SWAT rats to my house to beat me and my computer senseless. And I know it was this picture because they all mentioned it by name. Overall, this picture needs improvement. I couldn't have said it better myself. Some of the comments include, well, at least we got to see her panties now. Bug.
Oh, Shigo, you sneaky devil. Kim won't eat meatloaf shaped like a brain, but she ate cake shaped like a butt.
What the f***? I'd assume that's referencing some other photo on this person's page. I'm not going to dig deeper to find it. Skunky Farts said, I'd love to see her blow some wind afterwards, XD. And with that, we are going to move on. So straight away, 2 searches in, just searching for Kim Possible, we have already found our first big subculture on DeviantArt, which is just inflation of a character that you really like. Ness148 said, why is this a thing? And I cannot agree more. And this isn't just exclusive to Kim Possible. There are a lot of other cartoon characters on this website that have the exact same thing, seen right here in my suggested images. And for your sake and my sake, I'm not going to click on them. But let's just move on. Upon researching, I found out that feet tickling is a big thing on DeviantArt. Had no idea that that was something people are interested in, especially like something so niche as like feet tickling, then to go even more niche and be like, I want to see Kim Possible get her feet tickled. That is what is so crazy about this stuff, is not just the niche kink in itself, then going a step further and being like, yeah, but you know, I kind of want to see the 3 girls from Totally Spies tickle each other's feet and armpits, because I think that would be really hot. What? But this wasn't enough. I wanted to take it a step further. I decided to look up a fandom full of the most disgusting, depraved degenerates you have ever known in your entire life. And of course, that fandom was none other than the Sonic the Hedgehog community. And at first, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I was wrong about the Sonic the Hedgehog community. I just completely slated them for no reason. Sonic is perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. And then we just add this one little adjective on the end, and everything changed. This set of images that I'm about to show you has got to be some of the weirdest, most fucked up things I have ever seen on just a normal website. And I don't need to censor any of this because it doesn't involve nudity, doesn't involve anything like that. This is just, the concept is so fucked. So brace yourself. I discovered this. What the fuck am I looking at right now? It's like a Pilates class where 3 adults and a bunch of kids, and they all have these weird little pot bellies. What's the go with that? Well, I put the adjective pregnant on the end of my Sonic the Hedgehog search. So, well, what do you think those are? The description, and I quote, just so you can get some context as to what is going on in this image, states, returning to the gym, Esmeralda and her friends, still pregnant from the Sonic baby boom, are joined by 2 more girls who are affected. Today, the girls decided to work out using the inflatable exercise balls. Oh, okay, cool. So everyone in this image is definitely pregnant. Okay, it wasn't just me. All of these people are pregnant. Why the fuck do they look like kids? Why? Have I just discovered on DeviantArt some little ring of weird furry pedophiles that are obsessed with Sonic the Hedgehog? As if DeviantArt wasn't weird enough, this stuff happens. I mean, how old are these Sonic the Hedgehog characters? Let's look that up before we jump to conclusions here. So Amy, the pink one, depicted right here, I'd assume, looks like her. How old is she? Oh, she's 12. Originally 8, but she's 12. Cool. And look, giving this person the benefit of the doubt, maybe they're not the same character. So maybe they are older. Still raises the question, why do they look like children? Why? And this is one of many images. Check this out. There are so many of these photos. It's like a full series of photos. Most of these photos are made in like paint as well, which I think just makes them even more disturbing. When I started this video, I thought it would be super funny to just look up some really weird stuff on DeviantArt and just have a little laugh about it. Have a little, oh, isn't this weird? But quickly I was mistaken. I found a lot of stuff on there that's really, really weird. And now I get to share it with you guys. So how exciting. So this is a bit of a weird one. It's more of just a jaw dropper than an actual chin wagger. But yeah, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this deep dive. Leave a comment if any of the comments are like, dude, this is totally normal. I love this shit. It's like my desktop background. Goodbye. And make sure you're subscribed. All the cool kids are subscribed. I'm sure you already know that, but don't need to keep reminding you guys, subscribe. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye.